Something's going on in the country. It's gotta be the internet. It's gotta be the internet. Internet's bringing out people we never even knew existed. 30 years ago, these people never left the house. They were in their basement talking to themselves. Just, They didn't leave. They had no outlet. Now you give them the internet, they have an outlet to the rest of the world. Now they're in chat rooms. Where are people getting the time to do half of the stuff they're doing online? People are living on the computer, writing reviews on restaurants that they go to. You got nothing going on with your life. I don't know, me and my wife, we go out to dinner. I'll tell her right there, salmon sucked. Let's get the fuck out of here. That's it. We don't run home and tattletale on the restaurant. Who's got this time to write an 18-page essay on asparagus? Who's doing this? This internet, there's something for everybody, right? You got some weird fetish, some weird thing you do? Look at how weird it just got in here, huh? Some of you are into this type of behavior. But if you like something weird, if you're an adult, you like to dress up as a baby, there's a website for you. 30 years ago, if you like to dress up as a baby, nobody knew that. You did that in the privacy of your own home. If you ever came out of your house with a diaper on, your neighbor would go, look at this shit, call the FBI, get this shit out of the neighborhood, right? It was handled. But today, just throw it up in the Google. I like to dress up as a baby. Next thing you know, they're at the Hilton on a Saturday with 863 people that like to do this shit. Here, I went to Chipotle a couple weeks ago. Love Chipotle. They make a really nice burrito over there. It's so terrific. The employees can't stop eating it. The employees are never working. They're always in the dining room eating. Ever walk in there, you're like, where are the workers? The only guy behind there is the guy cutting chicken, just looking at you. Right? He's not trained on burrito building. And I'm watching the people order. I mean, there's a sneeze glass there, right? But people always hook the arm over the glass. I'll have corn. I'll have more corn. Just say corn. It's not soundproof. It goes right over the glass. Get your claw out of the salsa. And nobody talks to the Chipotle people. There's no conversation that happens. They listen to the same shit 8 hours a day, right? Steak, beans, cheese, go on. I've never seen anything like this. It's like you're not even, it's like a robot. Chicken, peppers, lettuce. And the employees, day long. And God forbid if you ask for guacamole, oh my God. The whole store goes into a panic attack. They don't even know how to tell you it's extra money, right? You're like, put some guac on that? It's $1.80 extra? Is that okay? Yeah, it's okay. Most stressful job at Chipotle has to be wrapping these damn things, right? By the time the wrapper gets it, his employees have populated the burrito with so much ingredients, the guy can't even find the tortilla. He starts sweating. He's like, how am I gonna wrap this damn thing? Right? It's a workout. He's gotta get down, gotta use some quads, little core. Start talking and fold, talk and fold. It took me 23 minutes to get a burrito out of this place. Right? I felt at the end of this, Chipotle owed me something. So I asked for a water, I filled it up with Coca-Cola. Right? Least they could do. 23 minutes in line. I go to the Coca-Cola machine and I stare at them while I fill it. Coca-Cola in the see-through glass. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it? I was sitting in my house a couple weeks ago, just relaxing. My doorbell rang. This is weird. It's a different feeling when your doorbell rings today opposed to 20 years ago, right? 20 years ago, your doorbell rang, that was a happy moment in your house. It's called company. You'd be sitting there on a Thursday night watching TV, your doorbell rang, the whole family shot off the couch. Oh my God! Put the lights on, somebody's here. We got people. The whole family went to the door. The kids were in socks, they slid up to the door. Nobody looked to see who it was. Right, you just opened up the door, you were like, oh my God, look at that. Look at who's here. And you'd ask them, what the hell are you doing here? And the person would be like, I was in the neighborhood. I thought I might stop by, see how the kids are doing. They're like, oh, come on in. We're gonna have some cake. Your mother had a little Entenmann's. Maybe some Sara Lee crumble cake. Just in case company came over. She made an announcement when she bought it. She's like, listen, nobody touch this cake. This is for company only. Those crap muffins, those are for you people. You better hope to God somebody comes over so we could cut the cake. She put her cake in the middle of the table, proud of it. All right, she put it right in the middle. Cut yourself a slice. Want a cup of coffee? We're gonna do want some Sanka? Yeah, that's old school. A lot of the young kids are looking at me like, what is that, an iPhone app? What the hell is Sanka? Your mother had a tin, brown and orange tin of Sanka, ready to go just in case the company. She put a big pot on the table. Go ahead. Nobody had a cell phone back then. If your house phone did ring, your father stood up and said, nobody get that phone. We got company. And you lost track of time. 2 hours went by. You were like, we got to get out of here. That's okay. Next time we're going to come by you. Be like, yeah, my door's always open. Now your doorbell rings? It's like, what the fuck? All right, your own mother's crawling across the kitchen floor. Get down, my army crawl. Army crawl, get in the closet. Go get the sword in the living room. Somebody get the sword underneath the couch in the living room. There's a sword. My wife first got pregnant. Everybody was asking us, are you gonna take photographs of the belly? And do an announcement, and like, we're pregnant, and put it on Facebook. Are you guys gonna do that? I said, no, we're just gonna tell people. This is it, she's pregnant. You seen these guys? At these pregnancy announcements, the husband's on his knee, kissing the belly. Everybody's living their life through Facebook. Videos. You're gonna see it soon. Wedding season is just around the corner. You're gonna see wedding videos from the wedding. Of this choreographed dance that the groom and the groomsmen, have you seen this? Like, the groom is dancing with the bride, and then all of a sudden the lights go up. And then the bride's like, what's going on? Oh my God. And 9 of the groomsmen come out and do a 12-minute choreo routine. I got married 5 years ago. I couldn't get my groomsmen to go get their tuxedos fitted. Let alone come to my house and rehearse. Everybody's got something, though. Everybody's trying to teach you something on Facebook. There's always a video, a do-it-yourself video, or a life hack. Some guy, 53-year-old guy, got his own channel. He's in his bathroom with a camera. Once a week, he comes out with an episode. What's up, guys? Welcome to Jim's Corner. Today I'm going to teach you how to get that last amount of toothpaste out of your toothpaste tube. Simply take a woman's barrette, attach it to the end of the tube. Now what you want to do is move the toothpaste near the aperture. Some air is going to build up in the tube. Take your scissors and let out the... Go buy another tube, Jim. What are you doing in your bathroom with a bottle of Crest? Finally found someone who could deal with me. I got married last year and I'm happier than shit, I gotta tell you. My wife is an angel, okay? A complete angel, the total opposite of me, okay? Loves people. Loves people. She's from the South. She's always smiling. She's like a dog. She likes to play. She likes to come out and play. I'm like a cat. I love to hide. Right? Her friends come over. They're like comfortable. Right? I like people at the house, but like her friends stay long. Like my friends, my friends after the game, they're gone. Hers, they're like, oh, I'll just sleep here. No. Her friends like open the refrigerator I'm sorry, I didn't grow up that way. You don't open anybody else's refrigerator, right? The refrigerator in the master bedroom, you don't look at. You ever get a tour of somebody's house and this is the master and you're like, oh, okay. You don't go in there and go, oh, this is where you fuck? You fuck here? Right here? No. You just skip it and you move on to the baby's room. No, a friend came over the other night. She goes in there, starts shopping like it's Jewel. Right? Took out a bowl of cherries, beautiful cherries. I just bought them, right? I didn't even get to taste them. What I like to do is I like to take out the cherries, put them in a separate bowl, give a nice wash, and slip those in the refrigerator, right? This one takes out the cherries. She's eating the cherries, and she's talking to me and my wife. Now, it's all over my face. I can't hide it, right? I'm sitting there, I gotta go to the bathroom. Now I go hide. I go like a cat, I go somewhere else. And my wife has to come get me. She's like, why? Would you come out here? I go, she's eating the cherries. How does she know I'm not making a cherry pie with that? But that's why I fell in love with my wife. Totally different. I'll come home and the pizza delivery guy will be in the house while my wife goes to our secret stash and pays him. I go, why is the delivery guy in our kitchen? I didn't grow up with delivery people. I was the delivery person.
I'm in a text message war right now. Anybody do text messaging? Never knew I had the option. Get in a fight with your girlfriend. You'll find out what text messaging is all about. I left the house, a little envelope came up on the screen. I'm like, what is it? It's a message from her. I pressed it. It's like, why have you changed? And I didn't know there was rules to text messaging. I called her back. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, what the hell are you doing? We're not ready for this. Hang up and text me back. I'm not good with the thumb. And there's a thing on here that will help you out called T9 word. It will actually guess what you're trying to say. Yeah, don't use this drunk. Don't come home horny, drunk. You want to text your girl a sexy message? Look what you're typing before you send it. I didn't look. I just, I got a call right back. She's like, what do you mean you want to kick my puppy? Because we love the phone. We love this thing. I saw you guys coming in, looking at it. If it doesn't ring, 5-10 minutes go by, you get nervous. You take it out, you're like, is this on? What is... Just dying for a call. And they give you so many options. Anybody using any of these options? Anybody using the world clock? Anybody ever stop you? Excuse me, time is in Japan, please? Voice memo? Who's walking around town? Buy eggs. We just love hitting buttons, don't we? Love it. You ever get into stuff that you don't even know what the hell you're getting into? You ever get into starting web browser by accident? Phone starts connecting, you start sweating, you're like, I gotta get out of this. This is at least $82 a minute. I know it. It's connecting. Phone is shaking. I drop my phone. You ever do that? Drop it. It happens in slow motion. came out of the pocket. You try and catch it, but you can't. And my battery flew off. You ever have the battery flew off? For some reason, we think this thing's got a heartbeat. Like, we got to put it together within seconds. Like, oh my God, the battery, come on, breathe!
Now, the check-in process at the airport, they don't want to look at you. Head down, right? No smile, nothing. I feel like I'm working. Right? I feel like I work at United. Hi, how you doing? Right? The only time they get happy is when the bag goes over the weight allowance. They love telling you you're gonna owe extra on this bag. And you know it's heavy. When you're packing it at home, you tell your wife, we're never gonna make it with the, just okay, okay, I'll pack it, huh? It's so heavy, right? You put it up there, and you know it's heavy, so you kind of try and release it. You do that like kind of soft release, like that's gonna take weight off the bag. And her mood changes. She's like, ooh, I'm sorry. Your bag is 2 pounds over. You're gonna have to take 2 pounds out of your bag. Now, like an idiot, I gotta open up my bag in front of 187 people. I don't know what 2 pounds is. I'm taking out a boot, a sock, toothpaste. Is this 2 pounds? Does anybody know what 2 pounds is? They're gonna charge me an extra $8,000. You think the boot's a half a pound? I go, where do you want me to put this? She's like, put that in your carry-on. I said, it's still going on the plane. What does it matter if it's on top or underneath? The guy behind me's 500 pounds. That doesn't matter? My sock is gonna take the plane into the Pacific, but you prepared for this type of weight? It's a scam. Every part of that airport bothers me. The TSA, the security checkpoint. This is what's guarding our country. Have you seen what's in the blue shirts at O'Hare? Do you feel safe with this type of security? I've been all over the world, Egypt, Lebanon, Beirut. I've been all over. The security in their airports, unbelievable. All military, neat, hats, machine guns. Have you seen our first line of defense? You see the first guy they send out? Take out your laptop! Your liquids, your creams, your gel. And can we leave the shoes on? Have you seen people's feet? Guy took his shoe off, looked like he had a machete hanging off his toe. I swear to God. Like he could cut provolone. Just a thin slice of provolone. How does your toenail get to this point? Don't you glance down and go, shit, I gotta cut this before it starts coming through my shoes. These are basic skill sets. beautiful garden growing up, though. Beautiful. We never went to the grocery store. We grew it. Right in the backyard. Beautiful. Tomato. String bean. All right, little zucchini. You want some fruit? You picked it off the tree. But at night, we found out something was going on in our garden. There was a little raccoon, something was nibbling on my father's tomatoes, okay? It's a big deal. We had a family meeting about it. Most American families, they'll call up Orkin. We'll just call Orkin. They'll come set up some traps. Then they'll release the animal back into the wild so it could reunite with its family. My father's like, listen, we're gonna murder this motherfucker, all right? We're gonna put antifreeze on bologna. What? Why, Papa? Why? Because it eats the intestines. That's why. Now go get the antifreeze in the garage. We're gonna make a sandwich for our friends tonight. Woke up in the morning, birds, squirrels, raccoons, murdered all over the property. Neighbors coming by, have you seen our cat? Nah, we haven't seen shit. Doesn't like bologna. We sent a message. Okay? Trap don't send the message. Antifreeze makes it clear. We ain't playing around with our zucchinis. Okay? Old world upbringing. Superstitious. God, my family's superstitious. I remember once I got my first car, it was a 1984 Celica, Toyota Celica GT shit brown, right? As soon as I got it, my father hung a red horn from the rear view mirror of the car, right? Just a red horn dangling. I go, what are you doing? This looks like, he's like, it's for the malocchio, the eye, so nobody gives you the eye. I go, what eye? The fucking eye! Italians, Sicilians, they believe if somebody looks at you, they could literally give you bad luck just on a look, all right? So now we have to have defense mechanisms, okay? I dated girls who weren't even Italian. They'd get into the car, they're like, why do you have a red pepper hanging from your rearview mirror? What is this all about? I gotta go to a body shop. You ever go there? Man, they're waiting for you to pull in. What are you gonna do, fix it in your garage? You do body work? I know nobody that does this. I gotta go in. You go to a body shop, everybody comes out. The whole garage. When you pull in, there's a guy that, hey, we got one. Let's take a look at it. And they swarm the car. They just, I thought I was at a Cirque du Soleil show. They were, and they call out the head guy. It's the best actor they got. Frankie, you want to take a look at this? As soon as he sees the car, he's like, whoa. Would you get sideswiped by a semi? I said, no, my wife calls this a graze. She says you could get it out with some carnauba wax. I can't open the door, but she says this is a $9 job with some carnauba wax. I can't yell or scream at the house. I have to suppress all my emotion and feeling into my feet, and I don't know who I am anymore. But she just says it's a graze. I don't understand why she didn't see anything. We have sensors and a camera in the vehicle, but of course I couldn't mention that in the heat of the moment, or I'd be sleeping outside on the lawn. So if you could just get out your wax and buff that out, that would be fantastic. So this guy knows he's got me. And he goes into his whole spiel. They always get on one knee. I don't like when they do the one knee job. And then they start talking to themselves. It's a shame. It's a shame. See, if you would have got hit an inch here, I could have buffed it out. But since your wife hit it where she hit it, I gotta remove the quarter panel, I gotta take out the trunk, remove the seats, the engine's gotta go. What? Man, I'm just spitballing here, but 21 grand. Don't quote me on that. I haven't removed anything, but that's what I'm guessing from the start. Finally found someone who could deal with me. I got married last year, and I'm happier than shit, I gotta tell you. My wife is an angel, okay? A complete angel, the total opposite of me, okay? Loves people. Loves people. She's from the South. She's always smiling. She's like a dog. She likes to play. She likes to come out and play. I'm like a cat. I love to hide. Right? Her friends come over. They're like comfortable. Right? I like people at the house, but like her friends stay long. Like my friends, my friends after the game, they're gone. Hers, they're like, oh, I'll just sleep. No. Her friends like open the refrigerator. I'm sorry, I didn't grow up that way. You don't open anybody else's refrigerator, right? The refrigerator in the master bedroom, you don't look at. You ever get a tour of somebody's house and this is the master and you're like, oh, okay. You don't go in there and go, oh, this is where you fuck? You fuck here? Right here? No. You just skip it and you move on to the baby's room. No, a friend came over the other night. She goes in there, starts shopping like it's Jewel. Right? Took out a bowl of cherries, beautiful cherries. I just bought them, right? I didn't even get to taste them. What I like to do is I like to take out the cherries, put them in a separate bowl, give a nice wash, and slip those in the refrigerator, right? This one takes out the cherries. She's eating the cherries, and she's talking to me and my wife. Now, it's all over my face. I can't hide it, right? I'm sitting there, I gotta go to the bathroom. Now I go hide. I go like a cat, I go somewhere else. And my wife has to come get me. She's like, why? Would you come out here? I go, she's eating the cherries. How does she know I'm not making a cherry pie with that? But that's why I fell in love with my wife. Totally different. I'll come home and the pizza delivery guy will be in the house while my wife goes to our secret stash and pays him. I go, why is the delivery guy in our kitchen? I didn't grow up with delivery people. I was the delivery person. Can't do a lot though, I mean, my wife loves to do like scuba diving. That's her big thing. Loves to scuba dive. And I don't do anything where there's like a safety briefing prior to the activity. I don't want to do anything out of my wheelhouse. First of all, I don't even know how to swim. I missed that whole thing growing up. My grandparents watched us during the week. Now, I had grandparents that lived 52 years in the United States. Not one word of English, nothing. And I didn't speak Italian, so when they watched me, there was a lot of charades, there was a lot of... Just a lot of guessing. I just knew they were upset about their health and the way they were feeling. My grandfather never finished a sentence. He would bust out of the bathroom and he'd look right at me and goes, "Oh, Dudri." I'm sorry, Grandpa, what did you say? Come si chiama di Ma minchia cacarai, a piss on the floor, the floor to the right, come si chiama, to the left, su pisciare. So we're not going to swim class today, Grandpa? I don't understand. Because we need a letter that states why we did not attend, and from what I'm gathering, your dick is crooked and you're pissing all over the floor. I don't even know if they're going to accept that excuse on a pizzeria napkin that I wrote because you don't know the language. And my grandmother had arthritis everywhere, the poor woman. She could barely walk. You could hear her walk from the refrigerator to the sink. From across the house, you would hear, aspetta, figlio mio, ma figlio saccata puttana cazzo. So now, I don't know how to swim. I didn't grow up with this type of environment like a lot of American families. You know, when the school sent something home, your parents signed it, and that gave you permission to do the field trip or whatever, right? That didn't happen in my house. I would come to the school, and my whole class wasn't there. They went to Washington, D.C. to look at the White House. I'm like, where is everybody? They're like, your parents never handed in the permission slip, so you, Javier, and Athenos are going to be in the lunchroom for 3 days writing a paper about how immigrant parents don't sign permission slips. But my wife grew up like very athletic. She grew up in a family where they have a lot of time on that side. They got a lot of money, so nobody's doing anything really, you know? Everybody's really relaxed. Like when I went over there for the first time, I was meeting my wife's family, and like everybody was home. Like on a Tuesday at 2:30, I go, why is everybody home? Like no one works over there. They just, you know, I like, what does your cousins do? I don't know really. I don't really know what they do. I think they're in advertising, but I don't really know what they do. They're so relaxed. They're the type of family that when they graduated college, they took a year off to go find themselves. Do you know people like this? They graduate and they go backpacking through Europe and stay at hostels like they're broke. They go find themselves. That shit don't fly on my side. When I graduated college, I couldn't tell my father, Dad, I'm gonna go to Europe to go find myself. What do you mean, go find yourself? I found you. You're right here in my house. Where are you gonna go? You want to see you? Go look in the mirror. You got no job, and you're in my house. I found you. You're here. My wife's side's like really happy, and they encourage things. right? They like do retreats as a family. They work on their inner self. We work on our inner self. They do therapy. My family don't do any of this. No therapy, no bettering. It's like, this is it. What are you gonna do? Change? This is you. No one's popping pills on my side. Nobody's on antidepressants. My father's like, I've been depressed for 30 years. We just handled our problems in the house. We didn't broadcast our problems. My father was like, shh, don't tell nobody what's going on in here, okay? She just said, come with me. I'm gonna go to spin class tomorrow. I said, okay, I'll come to your spin class. I've never done this before, but I went. This Soul Cycle, whatever it is, right? Yeah, see, everybody gets all hopped up. I go to the one in LA, everybody's fake positive, right? They come into the class, what's going on? How's it going? Are we gonna do this today? Okay, relax. It's a class. It's a spin class. So right away I'm bothered. I go, babe, I gotta get out of here. I can't do this already. I'm upset. She's like, come on, let's go check in and get our shoes. I said, shoes? What is this, bowling alley? Everybody's got these special spin shoes, so they're all walking around. I'm on bike 22. Could you tell me where bike? Okay, it's over here. Great. So we signed up late. My wife and I did not have bikes together. My wife starts panicking. She's like, babe, we're not doing this together. I'm on the other side of the room. I have to ask the girl next to you. I go, don't start doing this shit. The girl next to me is already set up. She's got a water bottle. Everything's in place. Do not ask her anything. I go, babe, we're not gonna talk during this. It's a 45-minute class. I'm not gonna turn to you and go, did you pay the gas bill? This is a workout. We're not gonna hold hands on the bike. This is not a ride through Central Park. This is a stationary bike. So I start the workout. The class didn't even start. I just start in on my own thing. I ain't waiting. If I'm there, let's get the thing going. I'm cooking. So now the teacher comes in. This guy was way too happy for what was happening in the room. It's one of these like real positive teachers. He's like, all right, everybody. You ready? It's a Monday morning. Put your head down. Let's get rid of that mean boss that keeps bitching at you every time you come in. Let's get rid of that debt that you have. Let's shed that cousin that didn't come to the holiday dinner. I'm like, gee, how bad is it in here for these people? I'm just here to get rid of the cheesecake I had last night, not the abusive father. What the hell is going on? Customer service, they gave up. The grocery store gave up on us. They put in self-express checkout lanes. They basically said, you know what? You do it. Why am I working at the grocery store now? Do you ever look over there? Nobody knows what's going on. It's a bundle of confusion. Right? There's always a guy sitting there with like some artichokes going, We weren't properly trained on this machine. Those people go through a 3-week training on this computer, and we're just jumping in on it. Again, I never want to be the problem, okay? So my grocery store is open 24 hours a day. You know what I did? I went in at 3 a.m. Nobody there. I did a self-training on this machine. I got all the different screens down. I memorized some of my favorite items. 4162, bananas. I know this stuff. So on a Saturday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, when it's packed, I'm cooking. I'm helping out other people. But I was in the human line, I'm sitting there. My line ain't moving. Had a price check. You ever get this? You're sitting there, they scan the steak. Price doesn't show up. Now they have to turn and ask Timmy, the bagger, to go find out what the T-bone steak costs. And that person's always like, yes, Timmy, could you please go find out for me? And now you hear the whole line just get deflated and pissed off at this one person because they didn't pick out the right steak. I never want to be the problem. If they scan my steak and it doesn't show up, you know what I tell the cashier? Forget it, I don't need it, keep it going. You think I'm gonna wait for Timmy? Timmy don't even know he's working. This kid leaves here, he ain't coming back. Was there even an interview with this kid? It's weird, man. The world's changing. I don't know what's wrong with people. Go to the club, everybody's got a tattoo now. Oh my God, I can't believe it. All the guys will get one, right? They'll put one on their bicep. Now, every shirt becomes a sleeveless. They got to billboard their tattoo. They got to show it off because there's like an emotional meaning behind it, right? Some idiot will come up, excuse me, hi, I'm sorry. What's the significance? Why do you have a cobra head on your bicep? What? Now the guy gets all emotional. He's like, thanks for asking. The reason I got the cobra is 5 years ago, my father got, excuse me. My father got bit by a snake. So to remember him by, I put the snake head on my back. It's not done yet. It's never done, right? They always got to go back, get shading. 2019, I'm going to have the whole cobra haul off of my body. For now, it's just the head, but what's going to happen, it's going to drape across my chest. It's going to cascade down my torso. The tail's going to wrap around my nutbag. Oh, don't laugh, it's for my dad, you know? It's gonna creep around my back. The rattle's gonna tickle my nipple. And out of my nipple, it's gonna say, Dad. Rest in peace, you know? What the hell are you doing to yourself? What, did you forget he died? What, do you look down in the shower? Oh, yeah! People ask me all the time, Sebastian, why don't you get a tattoo? I go, I don't put bumper stickers on Ferraris. Right? But that's what we do. We go out as a society. That's all we do is go out. Go out to dinner with your friends. That always gets weird. Especially if you go out with a group and you go out to anything like a dinner or whatnot. And when the bill comes, it gets weird. This is not 20 years ago where you're at a nightclub and some guy gives you a little... Remember those days? Some guy would just kind of lean his shoulder right into your chest plate. You want some of this? Huh? Hold my cologne. You want to do this? Back then, you got into a fist fight. Maybe you got a black eye. Maybe. That's all people knew how to do, was punch. Now, you don't know what this guy knows with this mixed martial arts, this MMA. This guy will end up on your back with his heels into your nuts, choking you out. How do you defend that? I mean, these MMA guys, that's a different guy. That's a tough man. They don't punch, they'll kick your leg off. They train on banana trees, just kicking down a banana tree. How do you think your leg's gonna hold up? Honest to God, could you withstand a strike to the peroneal nerve from a 23-year-old grown man? I can't. I can't take nothing. I got up last night at 3 o'clock in the morning to go take a piss. I stubbed my toe down for 58 minutes. You ever stub your toe at night? You don't even want to look down. You're like, I know the nail came off. The nail came off and one toe is busted. I just want to take a piss. I'll find the nail in the morning and I'll wipe the blood off the sheets. This is ridiculous. God, the pain. I can't fight an MMA guy. It's a tough guy. It's a tough life. They got a strudel for an ear. What is this? What is that? There's nothing I could do to this guy that hurts more than a strudel hanging off the left side of the cranium. Watch how they come into the ring. They're just stretching out their teeth. Oh my God. So now we take the baby home. Nobody tells you nothing. We're just gonna figure it out. 1 month in, baby starts crying. It's a cry we've never heard before. And we do everything as a duet, me and my wife. If the baby's crying, we get up. We feed together. Everything is a duet. This is not how my father and mother worked it. If I was crying, my father would go get it. I gotta work. Do you want to kiss the baby? I'll kiss it. I gotta go work. But now, 2018, everything's a couple. We share the duties. So my wife checks the baby. She's like, she's got a stuffed up nose. Now, babies can't blow their own nose. I didn't know this. I thought they just, and then, sneeze and shit came out. I'm like, I didn't know that we had an assist in this. My wife gives me this apparatus It's like a bullet you put in the nostril, and there's a hose attached, and you're at the other end. And I go, babe, what do you want me to suck the snot out of her nose and then swallow that? I'll do it if that's what this requires, but shouldn't we read the box or Google it? So here I am, 3 a.m., in my underwear, with the tube up my daughter. My wife's like, what's wrong? She goes, there's supposed to be a filter. I go, there's no filter. I got it. I got it right here. I got it right here. Like, who would have known that this would have been it? I mean, I'm going back to bed with my wife. I go, 9 years ago, if I told you I was gonna be sucking snot out of our daughter's nose in my underwear with my left nut hanging out, would you have still done it? My wife loves to dress my daughter up. Man, the outfits. I like a onesie. It's easy. Lay the baby in the onesie, tuck the feet in. My wife, she putting skirts, nylons, babushka. You ever dress a baby? My wife told me, could you dress her? I'm gonna take a shower. I said, yeah, no problem. She's like, the clothes are out on the couch. You could dress her. So as soon as I see the outfit, I get in. Do you ever dress an infant? They have no core, so it's... We had to pull over at night at a gas station. My biggest fear, getting murdered at a gas station, pumping gas. Because we all have our gas stations that we go to. It's your primary one. You go there, and that's your one. When you go out of your neighborhood and you got to pull into some weird one at midnight, like when you leave here tonight, if you're low on gas, you pull into a weird neighborhood you don't know, you gotta be on high alert. As soon as you get out of the car, you gotta ask yourself, where's the murder coming from tonight? You never give yourself a full tank at night. You give yourself just enough, $2, couple squirts. Let's keep this thing going. Now, this one we pulled in, the credit card machine didn't work. So now I gotta go in that death hut, that little mini mart. You ever go into a mini mart at midnight? It's a pit stop for criminals. They commit crime and then they stop off to grab a Slurpee on their way home. So my wife's in the car. She has no idea the scenario I have created outside the vehicle. Now, through the open window, I said to my wife, hey, listen up. Dial 911 on that phone. Put your thumb on send. Hop in the driver's seat. Roll all the windows down. If you see me sprint out of the mini-mart, gun it, and I'll dive in the car. She's like, oh my God, what's going on? I said I'm going in the mini-mart. It's midnight. I could get murdered at any minute out here, and you're playing words with friends? Shut it down. You ever approach that thing? You don't even know if it's open half of the time. You get out of the car and you stop in your tracks. You're like, is this place open? You're just looking for a head, something, somebody taking a Dorito bag, any sign of life in there. And you open the door, you're sometimes even surprised it opened. The floor is always wet. Why is the floor drenched at a gas station at midnight? Are they mopping up from the last murder? Why is it wet? Now I walk in, right? Stand in line, looking around. Those of you who do Krav Maga, it's called situational awareness. You look at everything in front of you, try and figure out what's happening, nonverbals. It's always a guy by the Gatorades, just kind of looking in the Gatorade. I'm waiting for him to just reload. I'm not getting murdered at a gas station. I keep to myself. So now we take the baby home. Nobody tells you nothing. We're just gonna figure it out. 1 month in, baby starts crying. It's a cry we've never heard before. And we do everything as a duet, me and my wife. If the baby's crying, we get up as a we feed together. Everything is a duet. This is not how my father and mother worked it. If I was crying, my father would go get it. I gotta work. Do you want to kiss the baby? I'll kiss it. I gotta go work. But now, 2018, everything's a couple. We share the duties. So my wife checks the baby. She's like, she's got a stuffed up nose. Now, babies can't blow their own nose. I didn't know this. I thought they just, and then, sneeze and shit came out. I'm like, I didn't know that we had an assist in this. My wife gives me this apparatus. It's like a bullet you put in the nostril, and there's a hose attached, and you're at the other end. And I go, babe, what do you want me to suck the snot out of her nose and then swallow that? I'll do it if that's what this requires, but shouldn't we read the box or Google it? So here I am, 3 a.m., in my underwear, with the tube up my daughter. My wife's like, what's wrong? She goes, there's supposed to be a filter. I go, there's no filter. I got it. I got it right here. I got it right here. Like, who would have known that this would have been it? I mean, I was going back to bed with my wife. I go, 9 years ago, if I told you I was gonna be sucking snot out of our daughter's nose in my underwear with my left nut hanging out, would you have still done it? My wife loves to dress my daughter up. Man, the outfits. I like a onesie. It's easy. Lay the baby in the onesie, tuck the feet in. My wife, she's putting skirts, nylons, babushka. You ever dress a baby? My wife told me, could you dress her? I'm gonna take a shower. I said, yeah, no problem. She's like, the clothes are out on the couch. You could dress her. So as soon as I see the outfit, I get, do you ever dress an infant? They have no core, so it's,